Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, 70s, 80s. You know, most of the stack
Technic-
positions actually SF.
but
Uh,
dude, technically speaking, you should put 80s Jordan on this list too.
I want to, but I don't want to break the rule where I want to play the guy. Yeah, I put like I don't want to put guys in two areas here,
All right.
right? Because that'd be like kind of I don't know. I want kind of things to be unique. Uh,
Mm,
PG, Magic and Isaiah, obviously
Magic.
headliners here, right? Magic.
Magic.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be Magic.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, so that's easy. SG,
Yeah. Now it gets
Gervin,
tough.
Moncrief, Dumar.
That's very tough. For me, this is between Gervin, Moncrief, and Dumars. One of these
Right,
three guys.
two of these really good defenders.
Yep.
Gervin, obviously the better offensive player.
Yep. So Gervin is actually the more talented scorer by far.
Mm-hmm.
He can create a shot a lot better than either of these players.
Mm-hmm.
But Moncrief and Dumars are both great defenders. Moncrief is freakishly strong, super tough defender, and just strong. I got Magic here. Dumars is a great pure shooter. Great pure shooter from Dumars, and a great defender.
Mm-hmm.
Also depends on who I match these guys up with later on, but I would actually go with Joe Dumars in this case
Oh, interesting.
for his defense and his pure shooting.
Over Gervin, Moncrief, over Iceman.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Yeah, so when people make these all-time teams, they have a tendency just to put the best scorers like on every position. But I think that doesn't actually work out if you're talking about an actual, building the team chemistry. So Gervin, actually, I'm not going to put Gervin here, although he'd be great as just an isolation shooter guy. But I'll go with Moncrief here. Love his defense. Yeah.
I think for me,
Yeah.
I think for me between Moncrief and Dumars, it comes down to the shooting. Because Joe Dumars is just a pure shooter. I would say he's a bit more of a pure shooter than Moncrief is. Defensively, they're both really good. Moncrief is probably a little bit stronger.
I think Moncrief has the edge, the slight edge on defense. Yeah, two defensive player of the years, right?
Yeah. But they're pretty close.
Yeah. SF is a loaded position here. So Bird, Neek, Dantley, English, Shorty, Marcus, King. It's a loaded position in the 80s. So
if I had to pick, it would be between Larry Bird, Wilkins, or James Worthy. Okay, so I got my Magic. I got my Dumars. I'll go with Bird. In this case.
Yeah.
I'll go with Bird.
Yeah, I think there's only... I mean, all these guys are great and underrated, actually, for most of these guys, but I mean, there's one clear choice. It's Bird. That was like just a clear cut above these other guys.
Although James Worthy is just a phenomenal player too, especially in the post, all around. Dominique is obviously potentially the best scorer.
Dantley, English, Bernard King, yeah, they're all great scorers, underrated scorers. But there's one guy that can do everything, and that's Bird.
That's the thing, because Bird can pass. He can pass like a point guard as well, and he's a great shooter, and he can post.
He can shoot, he can rebound, he can pass.
Great.
PF, I mean, there's pretty much one option here. I mean, I put Buck Williams, Tom Cherry, because I didn't want to make it feel lonely. But, I mean, it's McHale.
Yeah, it's McHale. I mean, there's nothing else.
There's no other choice here, really. It's kind of a weak spot in the 80s.
Honestly, the next one's pretty easy, too.
Yeah, it is.
It's Malone.
Yeah.
Moses Malone.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, the big man position, I mean, I would say that the big men that came in the 80s kind of matured in the 90s, and that's why you see a lot more in the 90s, basically, you see these guys here. Even though they came in the 80s, right? They kind of matured in the 90s. That's why I didn't have them here.